Michigan's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. These two teams both coming on a run, playing their best football of the season and hoping to continue on and get into the top 25.
Yeah, it's nice, man, when you get that roll going. You start to create some momentum, create some belief. You know, listen, you're not great, but you're earning that respect throughout the season. I think now at this point, they're probably going to climb into the rankings, and who knows what they can do.
I agree that both of these teams came in here with a lot of confidence, and they knew that they were going to have to play right down to the wire to pull out this W.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be.
Guys, here come those maize and blue-winged helmets on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had him, hoping for better fortune this time around. To throw, it's long. Throws it deep. He's got it on the right side.
We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back out. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the kick out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say no thanks to that pass interference.
Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Finds a tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's long. They're working out left side. Forced out of bounds, marking right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone is right where they're supposed to be. You know where to win.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Looks as if we might have a change in the weather here to start the second quarter. Let's check in with Holly.
Well, guys, as I mentioned early in that first quarter,
situation in the red zone. This is a huge down and distance in this game.
Early ball. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Wolverines line it up with a first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's long. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the defense stop him again on second and goal? On the ground with the counter. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
That's when I think if a running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds and complete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Just outside the red zone.
Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. It makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the T-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Looking downfield, it's long. That's a fly.
Energy, the crowd, everybody's into it.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David, the offense. Maybe a pace. All the way down to 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, there was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier easier division. And now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, Dave, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference in the middle of the season. You can finish strong. Now we're not just...
Wide receiver going in motion. Runs through a tackle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's long. They're setting up the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Season long, defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The run from the shotgun. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to pass. It's long. Pocket breaking down. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Nowhere
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little.
And he's all muddled, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. Watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Zings it complete to the right. He goes out now. Maybe he steps shy of the 40. They're working at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Running to the left. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Back to throw. It's long. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play.
Hammer! Hey, hammer! Blaze! Hey, Blaze! Rush!
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They broke the chains. It's at the 37. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. Finding some room. Powers through. He's now got 78 yards. He's been terrific all season, making it the top 10 in rushing. Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's down at the 1, and they almost have the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. There's some pressure. And he let that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, and I can throw them the football. And then
And he breaks the ball. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Dropping back, it's long. Grimes his big tight end. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Midfield, he's got room. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. He might want another play.
Blue 85! Blue 85!
bringing the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third.
Blue 30! Blue 30! Net, net, net! Warrior, warrior!
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And this defense has to find more plays. Man, they've given up some big plays, and they haven't played well so far. They've dug themselves a hole. They need some more of these. They need some more stops. Playing the football in the air a little bit better. Don't give up the big plays. Maybe force a few turnovers. This defense has got to get their offense a spark.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down. Moving the sticks through the air and over the line.
Flag 18! Flag 18! Circuit, circuit! Right on the
To
end!
the air, it's long. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43.
Blue idiot!
From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Thanks to Brad. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line and gets a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points, but you've got the skill, you've got the speed outside the wide receiver. That's why they are the second half. Nothing's changing. They can't cover us. We're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Hammer! Got him! Hey, got him!
Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He spins that thing down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Hines is tight end.